Within the P2J verse, the Yamazaki are a crime syndicate, hailing from the land of the rising sun, also known as Japan. In today's video, I discuss the fighting style of the Yamazaki, plunging into their style of fighting, training, and how you can learn and apply this in the real world. If you enjoy videos like these, please make sure to like and subscribe, it helps the channel immensely. And with that said, let's begin. For the Yamazaki's fighting styles training, in my mind it would follow more traditional methods, including bone conditioning, heavy sparring, and heavy labor. And the most direct comparison I'd do to this is, for example, Muay Thai fighters, how they strike heavy objects like trees or rocks with their shins to condition the bones to make them stronger when in a real fight. And for the Yamazaki, they'd apply this in a way of doing kenjutsu, which translates to swordsmanship, building their whole body, and they'd do this alongside physical labor tasks like climbing, which stimulate their whole body, and not utilizing any modern techniques used by bodybuilders as they're less functional for fighting. Instead, they'd focus on efficiency in their tasks, building lean functional muscle built from simulating real experiences like wrestling, climbing, running, swinging, that kind of thing. Within Lookism, the Yamazaki follow a branch of karate known as Kyokushin karate. This is focused on building an iron body, while giving them a wide arsenal of striking techniques. This is evidenced through Gun Park, whose Kyokushin encompasses moves such as the straight punch, and many variations of the roundhouse kick. I think it's important to note that he also uses moves from other martial arts such as the Brazilian kick from Taekwondo. And this was evident in like the festival arc where he had that very I think this is like probably like a bit of an overglorified fight, but they have like a little like squabble, I think it's a more accurate term, and he used the Brazilian kick for the first time. More realistic examples can be seen through the Kojima brothers, as Gun is like a menace, like he's not real, man, like let's be real. Whose style is seen through being agile and The Rock at the same time. And this is kind of similar to Zach Lee's iron boxing style, but takes a slightly different approach with a more rigid mindset while fighting. And I think for the Yamazaki, their mindset is very rigid and strong, because if they mess up, then they're ostracized from the clan, you know. They've got to be rock solid and they've got to be fearless. My personal favorite techniques of this style are rolling thunder, not from Haikyuu, the straight punch, front leg roundhouse kick, and the reverse roundhouse kick. This allows Yamazaki fighters to have a wide range of counters, being perfect for them as they are able to take a lot of damage, giving them many opportunities to slot in counter attacks. So kind of like similar, like I know this is a different martial art, but kind of similar to like how Canelo focuses on slotting in counter attacks. And of course he's better at doing like agile movement, because sometimes he can be a bit vulnerable, but it's brilliant for the Yamazaki because they can take a lot of damage, which means even if they get hit and they can't get off the counter, it doesn't matter as much. In terms of practicality, I believe this is very, very practical, and this is in the sense that it provides a solid foundation for fighters. However, I honestly think it can easily be read. Smarter fighters can come up with plans to counter and take care with this style. This can be seen through Gun Park in the Chongliang arc, although he did have previous knowledge of it, but doesn't really matter. It's still quite easy to counter even if you don't have previous knowledge of the style. And in terms of adaptability, although this is steeped in tradition, can be adapted into a more modern style. This is by engaging with grappling frameworks such as BJJ and less rigid footwork from kickboxing. Most notable examples of this style is Gun Park, the Kojima brothers, and Shintaro or Shingen. All three examples show a variety of its techniques, but commonly displays unwavering strength and practicality within the world of Lookism, being a challenge for all those who face it. Unless you're Gun Park, of course, the man is a literal demon. The best comparisons would be against a more modern style like kickboxing. I strongly believe that Yamazaki Kyokushin beats it in terms of durability though, but could make it more convincing by embracing a more Jeet Kune Do mindset, allowing fighters to flow more when fighting. You can learn and apply this through reaching out to karate schools in your area, while if you're more concerned with increasing durability, I recommend watching my How to Become Gun Park video, as it reveals what training a real Yamazaki did to obtain such durability. Now, before I conclude this video, I really want to start doing more content on other things such as mangas like Kingdom. If you keep an eye out on my community tab, then you can vote for what you want to see from me in the future. And with that said, have a great week. Peace.